and get started. First thing I want to do, though, is I want to start out with doing some phonics. Yesterday, we were looking at our... There's Jennings. He's back. Good morning. We were looking at the ska words, right? SK. We were looking at sma. We looked at sna. And there was one more. We did our... Let's see. What was that other one that we did yesterday? It was... Let's see here. It was ska, sma, sna, and swa. That's right. Okay, so what we will do today is we're gonna find some words that start with sma. That's S and M together makes that sound. Sma. So we're gonna start those. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and then we can start going over some of those. Mason, do you have a question?
Tomorrow my dad's aunt is coming to our house.
That's cool. I'm sure that'll be fun. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You should be able to see my screen in front of you right now. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to keep everybody on mute, but when we start calling them out, make sure that you use your little hand icon. It's the hand down at the bottom of your screen. If you click that, then I can see it on my side. If you raise your hand, I might not be able to see you. So make sure that you use that one. And we're going to start out with some of our SM words. SM. So words that start with sm. All right, guys, show me those hands. Anybody have one? Luis, what's a word for us?
Smug.
Smug. That's true. That's one right there. Mason, what's a word for us?
Smoke.
Smoke. Oh, we've had a lot of that lately. And smoke really smells bad. Matthew.
Small.
Small? Small's a good one. Or smell. No, Mason, you got one?
Smell.
Smell. Smell and small are both good ones. Okay. Who else has one for us? Jennings, you have one?
Smile.
Smile. I like that one. That's a good one. We don't smile when it's smoky outside and it smells. Mason, do you have another one for us?
No.
Okay. Now, everyone, if you have a whiteboard or paper in front of you, try to write these down. I'm going to give you a second to grab some. Grab something and try to write as many of these words down as you can. Just like we're writing them here. And just like we would in class, except that I won't be able to see you doing it. But I will ask you to show me what you're doing. So go ahead and grab something. Brinley, see, I can't see you, Brinley, when you raise your hand and don't use that little hand icon at the bottom. Brinley, do you have one for us?
No.
No. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your question?
I don't have anything to write on.
You don't have anything with you. Do you have your packet with you? No?
No.
Uh-oh. Well, that I would hope you would have in front of you at least. If you want to go grab it, take a minute and go grab it, okay? Okay, Luis, do you have one for us?
Snake.
Did you say snake?
Snick.
Smick. I'm not sure what word that is.
I don't know what the word is.
I don't know what word that is. I'm not sure that's an actual word. You're getting there with the sounds though, the sm sounds, right? Let's see. Let's think if we can think of a few more here. What about Mason? Do you have another one? Ray, stop doing that. Keep it up if you want it up, okay? Mason, you have another one for us?
So smart.
Okay, Ray, do you have one for us?
Yes, spit.
Spit. Well, that's a sp word. That's a sp word with sp. Sp. That's a good word for sp. Luis, do you have one for us?
Smash.
Smash. That one definitely works. That one definitely works. That's a good one. Matthew, do you have one for us?
Smart.
Smart. I have a bunch of smart kids in this class.
Smart.
Smart. That's good. Delisa, do you have one for me?
Smart.
Delisa, you there?
Smash.
Did you say smash as well? Or did you say smidge? Like, we just need a smidge of salt.
Smish.
Smish. So smish isn't actually a word, but it does sound like smash. And it sounds like smidge, which you might hear some people say. And there's something else too. I'm touching my screen so often, it's gotten smudged.
Mom! I need your help on this.
Okay. Mason, you have another one? Mason, you there? Nope. I think his hand's up, but he's not there. Ray, you have one for us? Oops, wrong page.
I have one.
Okay, Ray.
Smack.
Smack. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. And let's see, Matthew, do you have another one for us?
Smear.
Smear. That's really good.
Why is that scribble there?
What scribble? My handwriting? It looks like scribble.
No, my scribble.
Oh. My handwriting does look like scribble sometimes. Luis, you have another one for us?
Messy.
Messy. Messy starts with a Starts with a You want one that has the s before it. So that'd be messy, but that's not a real word. I do like it. I like the direction you're going in, though. Mason, do you have another one for us?
Honey, my dad just got me this.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to write some things down. Riley, do you have one for us?
Smile.
Smile.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah, smile's a good one. We've got that one up there. That's a good one. That's a very good one. That's okay. It's still a good one.
It's all right. You are having a hard time getting on there. Where's your writing? I don't know.
Matthew, do you have another one for us?
Oh. Smirk.
Smirk. That's right. Smirk is kind of like a small smile. Let's see if I get my pen to work here again. There we go. Smirk. Good. Good one. And then there's also smudge, which is kind of like smidge. So these are some good words. I'm going to give you guys a minute here to write some of these down. Try to write as many down as you can. And then I'll have you guys show me what you've done. Oh, that looks good. Luis.
I'm already done writing all of them.
Okay. If you're done, go ahead and show me your paper. Go and show me what you've done. Good. Looks good. Looks good. 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 Everybody else, show me what you've done.
I can't see it.
That's okay, Riley. I want to see yours. You should be writing. Show me what you've got. What do we have here? Matthew, what do you have? Looks good. 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 Who else? Who else is done? Who's written some of these down? Show me what you got. I'm gonna leave it on here for a minute. There are some of you that I can't see right now, so in a minute I'll take it off present. But I want you guys to have time to write these down. So I'll give you a couple minutes, and then after that we will move into our math because I think it's going to take a little while, and then we'll do our share day since I know some of you have things you would like to share. Okay. If you do have, let's see, who else do I have in here? Because some of you I can't see right now. About 5 of you I can't see only because I'm presenting my screen. So it's just I'm just gonna give everybody about another minute or so. If you're still writing, go ahead and put the little hand up on the bottom. I'm gonna give you about 2 more minutes. Okay, good. Keep writing, guys. Good. Thank you. Keep writing. Write a few more down. Just as many as you can. Still writing, Ray?
Yes.
Good. And when we get back, we'll do it on our whiteboards again. And we'll do some sentences because we haven't been able to do those this week. You guys are going to love writing. Okay. About 1 more minute. Then I'm going to have a few more of you show me what you've got. Riley, are you writing? All right. Good, Mason. Good. Good. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop presenting. We'll have those of you who've written some things down. I'm hoping most of you show me. All right, Jennings, what do we have? I saw you holding something up. I just couldn't see it yet. Now I can see it. Good, Brindley. Good, Jennings. Good. Who else wrote something down? Show me what you've got. Ray, show me how many you got. Good. Good. Very good. And some of you are getting better with the handwriting and writing a little bit smaller too. The smaller you write, the more you can fit on there. So that's good. Anybody else? I'm hoping you all wrote something down. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm hoping you have your math with you. Do you have your packets? Give me a thumbs up if you guys have your packets. Good. I hope you do. Hope you do. If you do, which I'm hoping because you're in class, please pull out the math for today. It's the fact families page. It says fact families at the top. And if you weren't able to read that, I want you to try to sound it out. Fact is one of those words that is actually a little bit easier than it looks. Fact. And you'll start to recognize families because that's one you'll see a lot. Ray, do you have a question?
I finished my homework. I did night. I finished all the homework from last night, but except for yesterday. But I finally finished it. When you were drawing the words, I finished it.
Okay, but I do want you paying attention and writing words too. So make sure you're following along. Now that you have some answers, that means you can help us out too. So that's good. So I'm going to share my screen and pull up our fact families page because I know not everybody has done it. And even those who have, we want to make sure that we've gotten everything correct on there, okay? Once you see how this works, you're gonna find this a lot easier. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen. And for these, I am going to have you guys raise your hands if you have an answer. Now, some of you I can't see, about 5 of you I can't see, so it's going to be really important that you use that little hand icon on the bottom of the screen. That's that little picture of a cartoon hand. And you scroll over, it says raise hand. That I want you to use if you want to give me answers, okay? But wait until I start here. And if you don't, I won't be able to see you. Because some of you I can't see right now, okay? All right, so fact families. What these are these are families of numbers. So when you see an equation, now they don't have it written that way, but I'll explain it once we get there. When you see an equation, you'll be able to tell that there's a relationship, sort of like we would have in a family, between all three of those numbers. So that would be the two parts and the whole, right? The two parts and the answer to the equation. So with this one over here, 9, 4, and 5, the first thing you would want to do is see if you can, and it's okay to experiment a little bit with these too. The first thing you want to do is see if you can add a couple of those numbers. Now, looking at it, I think most of you probably figured out that this number is going to end up on this side. It's going to end up being the answer, right? Our whole or our sum for the addition problems. And that's going to be the same for both of these. Okay? So once you figured that one out, and let me see if I can use a different thing to write these to make it a little bit easier. If I can, we'll try it out. Let's see if this moves here. So most of you have been able to figure that out, I'm hoping. So that means you're going to try something out over here. Now, that one's not working. Okay. Let's see. I'll just keep using my... No, actually, you know what? This might work. Let's try this one. Nope, that one's not working. Okay. My apologies. You're going to have to deal with my my bad handwriting with my finger here. Okay. So, some of you might have figured out that you're going to try to do 4 plus 5 together and see if that actually equals 9. So, there are a few different ways of doing this, right? What are some ways that we could figure out how to add 4 plus 5 together? Somebody raise your hand and tell me. Anybody? Riley, what's one way that we could figure out how to add these two numbers together? There you go.
5.
Well, how do you...
And 4.
Yeah, how do you add
4
5
down
and 4?
in the middle, 5 down in the front.
Well, sometimes.
9.
Sometimes. But how did you know that those two added together equaled 9? How did you do it?
Put your back down, dude. You can't really do.
I'll be done with it.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm asking you how you got the answers. Did you use counters? Did you draw? Did you use a number line?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there are a few different ways that we could do it, right? So let's look at that one. 4 plus 5. Now, 4 plus 5, that's kind of an easy one that you could even do with your hands, right? You do have 5 fingers, and all you'd have to do is add 4 from another hand. Count on 4 more times, right? Really, you don't even need to have 5 of them up. You only need to have 4 up. You would say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you'd land on 9. But I'm going to tell you right now that the 4 and the 5, they can go in either direction. It doesn't matter what direction they go in. 5 plus 4 also equals 9. So 4 plus 5 equals 9, 5 plus 4 equals 9. Both of those equal 9. Because it doesn't matter which order we put them in. Now, what about the subtraction, though? What number should I put in the first line for the subtraction? Who wants to tell me? Show me those little hands. Raise your hands. Riley? Which number should I put first in the first subtraction equation? Go ahead and number yourself.
9.
9. He's right. He's right. Now, we know that because 9 is our whole, right? So if 9 is our whole, all we're really doing here is, I'm going to tell you right now, that you're not finding, the only numbers you're going to use for any of these 4 equations are the 3 numbers you see right here. You should have no other numbers involved, only those numbers, which means that both of these subtraction equations start with a 9. Now, who wants to tell me what the second number should be? What second numbers can I put there? Come on, guys. A bunch of you told me that you finished this, so I want to see some hands raised. A lot of you told me that you finished this. Mason, what number should I put there?
5.
5. He's right. I can put a 5 there. I can put a 5 there. Now, if I put a 5 on that one, that means I'm going to put a 4 on the other one. Now, if I do 9 minus 5 then, if I do 9 minus 5, what's the answer to 9 minus 5? Remember, you're only using the numbers you see here. So what's the answer to 9 minus 5? Riley?
Uh, 4.
That's right. 9 minus 5 is 4.
Yeah!
Now, it means that we only have one option for the last one. We only have one option for the last one. What is 9 minus 4? Who wants to tell me what 9 minus 4 is? Raise your hands. Mason, what's 9 minus 4?
5.
5. That's right. So you're looking for the relationships between the three numbers. And you know that the only numbers you're going to be using in your equations are those three numbers. You shouldn't have any other numbers involved. Only the three that you have in the triangle. So for the second one, let's take a look at that one. You have this triangle right here. 13, 7, and 3. Now, again, you should know looking at it that the 13 has to go on this side of your addition. Because if you add 7 or 6 to 13, you're going to go outside of those three numbers. If you add 7 to 13, you're going to end up at 20. And we don't have a 20 there, so you know that can't be right. So automatically, you're going to want to put this bigger number on any of these. The bigger number on any of them should be on the outside of only the addition. Only the addition. It can't be on the outside of after the equal symbol for the subtraction, because it's too big. You want a smaller number there, so you know it's going to be one of the other two numbers that goes into these two sections. But on this one, what's my first equation? What can I put down as my first equation? I know several of you told me you finished this. Ray, what can I put down as my first equation?
$10.
Not 10. I'm looking for the numbers, but there is no. Ignore the one on the right hand side. I'm doing the one in the middle. I apologize. We're doing the 13, 7, and 6. 13, 7, and 6. So if I have 13 as the whole, where do I put the 7 and the 6? Where am I putting the 7 and the 6? Mason?
You could put the 6 in the middle and 7 on the side.
I could. That's right. That's right. Now, everyone, can I do it the other way? Can it be 6 on the left and 7 in the middle? Who wants to tell me yes or no? Get those hands up. Luis.
Yes.
Yes, I can. He's right. It could be 6 plus 7 as well. 7 plus 6 equals 13. 6 plus 7 equals 13. Now, for the two subtraction equations, where am I going to put that 13? Where should I put the 13? Brinley, what do you think? I can't see your hand, so I don't know if it's up or not. But Brinley, what do you think? Where do I put the 13 in the subtraction equation? Brinley, what do you think?
In the front?
In the front. She's right, and I need to put it in the front of both subtraction equations. I have to. It's my only option because it's the bigger number, so it has to be the one that we are taking away from. Because you couldn't take 13 away from 6 or 7, right? That wouldn't work. But you can take 6 or 7 away from 13. So what should I put in the middle of the first one? Who wants to answer that one? What should I put in the middle of the first one? Anybody? I'm going to start calling up you. Mason?
You should put 6.
I can. That's right. And then what would my answer be?
Your answer would be 7.
That's right. Now, what if I took, because remember, we're only using those 3 numbers. What if I took the 7 and put it in the middle? Then what would my answer be? Mason?
Your answer would be 6.
That's right. That's right. So it seems to me, because a number of you did finish these already, that it's maybe a little easier than you thought it would be. What do you guys think? Not too bad? Give me some thumbs up if you think it wasn't so bad. I'm seeing some of you working, which is good too. That's good too. So I'm going to go over one more time. The only thing that you guys have to be worried about in these, when you see a triangle of numbers like this, or really any equation, if I asked you for a fact family and I just gave you the equation, you could figure out the same thing. You could even draw it out this way. But the only numbers that you're going to be concerned about when you do this are the numbers that you see on the screen. So if your answers have any other numbers in them, then you know that you've gone too far. So let's look at one more, last one, and then we'll move on. Last one here are 10, 6, and 4. Now we did already talk about the big number 10 going into the sum or the whole for our addition equations. So that we know the 10s are going to be on that side, which, just like over here, we should know that means the 10s are going to be right here as well. So now, what can our first addition equation be? How about somebody who hasn't said anything? Anybody? Luis?
4, 5, and 5.
Not 5 and 5, because we're only using the 6.
6 and 4.
That's right, 6 and 4. Now, Matthew, could I do 4 plus 6 as well?
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you can.
I can, because it's the same thing, right? 6 plus 4 equals 10, and 4 plus 6 equals 10, because it's the same thing. All we did was put those numbers in a different order. So yes, absolutely. Good, good. Okay, now what about the subtractions, guys? Which one should I take away from 10 first? Remember, we're only working with 6 and 4. One will be that middle number, and one's going to be the answer. Which one should I take away first? Matthew?
Six.
I can do that. And if I take away 6, then what's my answer?
4.
That's right. He's right. He's right. Now, what happens if I take away 4? Who wants to tell me that answer?
Do you want to tell him? What happens if you take away 4?
Emily.
It's 6.
She's right. She's right. You've got it. It seems to me like you guys are getting this. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. And again, I'm going to put up a video later. Started a video for you all this morning. I'm going to put that up later so that you remember how this works, because we'll talk a little bit more about it, but it will help you understand the relationship between these two. And later, when you're not in first grade, when you're into probably third grade, you'll talk about you'll talk about multiplication and division and those fact families. So all of these are related. And that's why we call it a family, right? So in this case, all the numbers are related in our little triangles here. So any of these, you shouldn't be using any numbers outside of any of the triangles for any of these down here. So while you all were right, 5 plus 5 does equal 10, we don't have 5s here, so we want to use the numbers that we do have. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? I'm going to stop presenting and see if I can get some thumbs. What do you guys think? Does that make sense to everybody? Thumbs up? Good. Carly, go ahead. Thumbs down for Ray. You'll get there with it. We're going to get there. Sometimes I think you guys...
Makes sense.
Thumbs down means you don't like. I think Delisa is saying she gets it, but she doesn't like it. I think Brooke is saying she's getting there with it. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're going to get there with it. Don't worry. Okay. So, who here... Show me a round of hands here. Who here brought something they wanted to share?